Live stream here on Albatherium channel. Welcome everybody. Today I would like to talk about the markets, of course. I think maybe if we have some time, we do some live trading at the end. Maybe just 15 minutes if we find some good opportunities for a quick scalp. I feel that today it might be the day to start this also here on Albatherium. It will be a practice account, also a demo account, but I have the feeling that we need to do it again to show you also scalping on lower time frames. And of course, in the beginning, I would like to talk about the new indicators. Albatherium launched, so we launched, and yes. So what happened? Last month, Albatherium development team is working hard on new indicators. They are working also on our new trading platform where everything will be built in, where we have more scanners, more alarms, and everything combined very beautifully and nicely. This will be launched, I think, ready next year. This year we cannot make it. But anyway, the development team is also working on constant improvement of the indicators. And this last week, we got 2 new updates. So the first update, what was made was for the Wabi-Sabi Wyckoff Flow Structure map. This is the indicator, how we call it. And this is a Wyckoff indicator. You know this, which detects Wyckoff ranges. What is Wyckoff ranges? You know this kind of Wyckoff logic. We detect the ranges here, accumulation and distribution, more accurate. And then we'll point out targets when there is a breakout of the range to the downside or to the upside. So what is new? What is new? New is that we have 2 versions here at the top. There is the Tachyon and the Tardion. Tachyon, for me, this is pretty much the same name, right? I don't know why we use, but anyway, we have a Tachyon, which is the faster version, and not that precise version, like it's faster. Okay, and the Tardion, which is a little bit slower, which is a little bit laid back, and they both, the difference is in volume analysis and also in range detection. So how you can use these kind of things? You can use both indicators on your chart. You see it here on the left. I have 2 Albatherium Wabi-Sabi Wyckoff Flow Structure maps activated, and the difference is, this is the first one. I selected the Tachyon indicator, and everything here is the same. And then for event labels and targets, I used the red color because I think for the faster version, I want to have it red. Even though you can also show the bias table. You see the bias table here is in the upper right, top right. So this is the fast one. Everything else is the same. Everything else is good and proper. Its time frame is chart. Of course, you can vary the time frame. You can display any other time frame also on your individual chart. If you want to if you like this, you can also do this. Then, of course, you can have the second version, same indicator with different settings. So here I use, for example, the Tardion, second one. And everything is the same except the color. I made the color for the event labels and for the profit black. So this is the difference, and everything is the same. And the bias table, I showed it in the bottom right. So this table here at the bottom is the fast version of the Wyckoff indicator. This is the slow version of the Wyckoff indicator. You can say one is for more for scalping, the other one more for swing. I would not make it like this because for me it's more easier if we have both pointing in the same direction. Because if both pointing in the same direction, we have more confirmation that the move will go into this direction, and we will hit the first target. Of course, just make it, we have still the same thing. So here we see the Wyckoff range, and we had a breakout of this Wyckoff range, and we had the targets, the first target pointed to the upside. Now the prices went back to the range, back to the Wyckoff range again, and now we don't have any target. So target is gone. So of course, we always need to think about when we see the breakout of the range, is this a bullish move or not? From my point of view, it's a little bit too early to see and to trade this bullish move, especially for swing trading. We are here on the 50-minute chart for the Nasdaq. So it's a little bit early to trade the bullish move for a swing. But when we have a breakout of this 25,000, so of this previous high here from today with the colorful candles on the 50-minute chart, we have more confirmation and we have the bullish move activated, I would say. Now we are going back to the range, so we might also chop lower. So this is a very choppy area here. And of course, we can also trade this kind of move in one and the other direction. If you like what I'm saying, and if you are here frequently and constantly, I see we have 13 viewers. Please give this channel a like. Yeah, I appreciate your comments. Also write your questions in the chat window. And yes, thank you for your support. We will do constant, I would say, education and constant development here for our community. Okay, I see that only 2 people like this stream. Please just press the thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Okay, so and of course I want to do some question. Okay, should we do some live trading at the end? Yes. Live trading, scalping at the end. I want to get your answers if we should do some live scalping at the end, in the Nasdaq, of course. Okay, so overall picture analysis. Let's do top to bottom analysis. No, the second we got a second change update in the indicators. Second update in the indicators is that we fixed the volatility edge zone premium. So this is the indicator for colorful candles. The labels here. Okay. So still everything is the same. You should have it at higher time frame is chart, and C-zone up and C-zone down bar is gray. These are the changes I made from the standard settings. And also here extreme buy I made like gray because it's white. I cannot see white candles on my white background, so I made these candles like gray. But we changed something else. So we discussed it in the team because there was always like not a misunderstanding, but the team, the programmers thinks that it should be like this. This is the correct label. These are the correct labels. So we have extreme buy and extreme sell in these colors. Actually, from my point of view, and this is the outcome of the discussion, it's not extreme sell and extreme buy, because it is the other way around. But always there are, in the auction market theory, there are 2 sides of the medals. Okay, there is the one market participants who's moving and pushing the prices, the market orders, And then on the other side, there are the limit orders which are liquidating their positions. Okay, liquidating their positions means, for example, getting out. So if we see these colors, these are the bearish colors, okay, which is here extreme buy. So here at the bottom, this is the indicators. Oh, I have two volume ventures. This bearish candles, it is on the other point of view an extreme liquidation buy, because long traders are liquidating their long positions here, and short market participants, aggressive market participants, are moving this price, liquidating the long traders. Same on the other direction. Here at this top today on the 50-minute chart, we had aggressive market participants pushing, okay, the market orders moving the price, and on the other side, sell orders got liquidated, okay, sell positions got liquidated. And this is why we have it here in the other direction, okay. So yeah, it was a big discussion. Anyway, there are always these two market participants. They are the one aggressive one pushing, and of course on the limit side, the other one who's just supplying liquidity, getting out. And here actually it is also liquidation of selling positions, and here is a liquidation of buying long positions. So I hope you got this, you understood what I meant, because yeah, if not, please make yourself comfortable with the auction market theory, okay, with market orders and limit orders. Read something about this and how the price is moved by liquidity providers, by big market participants, institutional traders, because this is very, very important. Very, yeah, everybody need to understand this. Okay, I see that we have six participants for the poll. Everybody pointed yes. Nice. Please vote. We have 12 viewers. Vote if you want to do some live trading, yes or not. It would be scalping. Today it was a really beautiful, nice scalping at the opening. Everything was first short and then long. We will talk about this now. But before we do and continue on this time frame, let's do some higher time frame analysis to see where the market participants are heading, and of course also to get more information about the Wyckoff indicators, about the new indicators. Okay. First of all, of course, we see the two tables, and the upper table here has no trend, has a target and distribution of this 24,086. And yeah, currently I think we are still in a downward rhythm. Okay. And of course now is the question if we get a trend reversal or if we get a trend continuation here to the downside. You see that when I zoom out on the 4-hour chart, you see different colors, you see different targets, you see different Wyckoff ranges. And for example, here, you see that we have a big Wyckoff range, which is the red target. Okay, the red candles, the red targets always start with a base target and then a min and a max target. Please don't overrate the min and max targets, especially if we have really high or really low targets. The Albert Theorem team, we know that, yeah, it's not 100% perfect, especially the really excessive targets. the excessive projections. We are constantly improving this kind of things. So always think, and of course, use a proper risk and money management to manage your positions. But in the end, it's very good if both point in the same direction. So we have here a target, a base target, and we have here one. So we have two Wyckoff ranges within each other, both pointing in the same direction, which is really nice. Okay, this doesn't happen that often in the higher time frames. So in the 4-hour chart, I think currently, and this also shows the trend, we might chop to the liquidity below Friday the 10th of October and reach this target of 24,086. When we go down to the 1-hour chart, we have, of course, smaller Wyckoff ranges, more aggressive detection, and we see here also a Wyckoff range from the red Wyckoff indicator, and also targets here at the lower end, base and max target. So everything is just going good, and this is very important. Now we see another Wyckoff range building here at this lower end at yesterday's price levels and today price levels. So of course, this is, if you are in a sell position, it's now time to manage your risk, okay? Because this can also go against us and the market will not reach this lower end target, okay? That's why I said, from my point of view, the downward movement is still valid. But if the market moves above today's highs, we might chop back into this Wyckoff range. And what happens then? If we break to the upside, we have target at the top. We have NVIDIA numbers tonight. These will definitely move the market. NVIDIA is up by 3% today. But we will see how the reaction is tonight after the numbers. Okay, so, but very important and interesting to know. When we go down to the lower time frame, 50 minutes, we see similar situation. Always here the Wyckoff ranges. Here we have two targets, the red and the black one. Here we have also red and black one. Minimum target was hit already. Now we have another range building, and this is now very important where the market will head next for the next move. Up or down. Okay, we will see. Because we have, for the first time, we have aggressive market participants here. Currently, from my point of view, they are absorbed. These buyers here, if they don't come back, we had the last time buyers here on Friday the 14th and Monday the 17th, very, very small ones. So these buyers now, they need to, if we push, then we will go above these highs. But if they cannot push, then it's just like liquidity taking. Sellers are in control, and when the breakout happens, we go to the downside. Okay, I end this now. Do you have any questions or anything you want me to answer? Please write your questions in the chat window. I have ended the poll. I will create a new poll because polls are really nice. Do you understand the two Wyckoff? Do you understand how to use two Wyckoff ranges? Okay, So I just asked you if you understand, please answer the poll if you understand how to use the Wyckoff ranges. The two ones we have, the Tardion and the Tachyon. Here, Tachyon, the faster one, and the Tardion, the slower one. I take a look at the chat now. Daniel is saying, is red color then really extreme buy, blue extreme sell? Well, it always depends on the point of view, because it always depends on which side you are looking to. You're looking on the market participants who are moving the price, or you're looking on the market participants who are supplying liquidity. This is the auction market theory. Of course, it's very difficult to understand, but this is how it is. So, of course, if you are looking to the market participants who are moving the price, well, I'm always talking about them. Okay, this red here, this red is sellers, and in the labels it's buyers. And this positive red and the blue, the dark blue is not here. The dark blue is here, for example. This is dark blue. It's buyers pushing the price. Okay. But in the labels, it's sellers, because on the other side, there is limit orders liquidating their selling position, their short position. Okay. So, yeah, this is how it is. What does base target mean? Base target mean, so something like, yeah, not minimum target, but something like, yeah, base target of this projection. Okay. Every Wyckoff range has different projection, which is about the distance of the range, so the size of the range, and the length. So this one is important, and the range is important, because the market participants always compressing like a spring, or the Wyckoff range is building up like a spring, accumulating or distributing. And the higher and the longer the Wyckoff range is, the more power is in the range. So of course, then base target is something which is even more like the first target, like say, like base target. And when the base target is reached, we might have a minimum and the maximum target. So a range extension, which will be calculated or is calculated according the volume analysis and also the price action, like order blocks. BTC is lower than 90K. Overall crash. What do you think? No, it's not an overall crash. Why is it an overall crash? Because like BTC, fear and greed. So if you look at the BTC fear and greed index, I don't know if this one is the proper one, but look at the BTC fear and greed index. It's like 15. Nice. We have extreme fear. Nice. That's what the market represents. Take a look back when we had extreme fear. Overall, the bull market is still valid from my point of view, and this is a correction in the bull market. So depend on your, of course, time horizon. Okay, got it. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel, thank you for your questions. I mean, Tachyon doesn't have it versus Tardion. Yes, that's totally right. I also didn't understand everything about their calculation. The Tachyon doesn't have it. That's totally right. So here the black one doesn't have it. This is the different versions and the calculation method. yeah, I will write this down. Okay, I need to write this down, and we need to discuss these kind of things again. Base target. Okay. I cannot fully answer this question because for me it's not super much important actually, but it's okay. I will get it. I will get the information and I will answer you. Okay, do you have any other markets you like to know? So if you were one out of the 7 people who answered no in the poll, okay, please write your questions in the chat window. Okay, the other ones, thank you very much for your participation. It was 86% who understood this, who knows how to use them. Of course, always these projections are like, use this as ideas for your trading targets, but don't stick to the risk and money management. Position management is one of the most important things. So stop to break even, for example, or reducing the stop. This is one of the most important things, the best things you should do. We have one more question from Wall Street, Nasdaq, and Beton Gold. I started buy hold investing again last month, now 40% cash. It may have been too early to invest the over 60%. Should I wait for the VIX level of 30 to invest another 20% and VIX of 40 to go all in? Yes, this is a very good question. Let's take a look at the VIX. Okay, I go on the daily chart. And so the VIX is at a little bit elevated level with 23 already. And yes, I mean, in the last crisis, in the last drawdowns, in April, for example, we had VIX of 58. So 40 to go all in is a nice number, because then you know that you are about to catch the bottom. Of course, this VIX levels can extend to 20, to 30, whatever. And of course, this is like then dollar cost averaging strategy to dollar cost average into the fear. I like to use a little bit something like 3-point reversal technique. So if the VIX spikes a lot, then I wait for 3-point reversal candle, and then I go all in. I don't go all in at certain levels. So for example, take this days. Okay, these days here, we really skyrocketed with the VIX on the 3rd of April to the upside. Skyrocketed in the 4th of April to the upside, and here on the 7th of April, we had the reversal. Let's get this candle out, because like here. Okay, so the VIX opened at 59 and closed here at 47. So this is a 3 points reversal candle at a very elevated level. So when we see these kind of things, 3 points reversal candle, or whatever, 5 points, minimum 3 points reversal, at elevated levels, let's say above 50, above 30, then you can go all in. I would not just go all in when it's reached 40, because we know that the VIX can spike even higher, like here, and you catch not the totally the bottom, but close to the bottom. So today, VIX is going down a little bit, but I think it can elevate even more. We will see tomorrow if where the direction goes, there or there. Okay. From my point of view, today nothing is set. Silver and gold. Yes. Gold and silver. 50% US hedged, ETF okay because the dollar is weak. Yes, I'm 100%. I'm 100% US hedged, euro hedged. This is totally okay. Let's do silver and gold analysis. Thank you for your for the reminder. We start with gold. Always very important when you look at the prices and you start to analyze these kind of things. We have here at the bottom I want to use the stock, and we had here something. It's very important that yes, this was on the lower time frames. That it's very important. Okay, because I had a discussion with a trader, and we talked about accuracy of volume ventures. And here we see the gold chart in a 4 hours chart. Okay. 4 hours chart, that's where we start. We start with gold. And very important is this little ETH at the bottom. Please look at your charts. If you are on a lower time frame than a daily chart, you have here at the bottom 2 settings: ETH, electronic trading hours, and regular trading hours. Okay, I move it a little bit here to the center. It's ETH, and here at the bottom below my name, you see this, right? There is this ETH button or RTH button, and of course these settings has to be to ETH, electronic trading hours, because we want to have the full settings, the full information, not just the RTH, the regular trading hours. We want to have all the session, all the volume which was traded, because we will have a totally different result when we use different settings. Let's do gold analysis, 4 hour chart. Well, we see a Wyckoff range here at the top. Okay, pointing targets here at the low. The base is 3,800, minimum and maximum targets even lower. And now we get another second Wyckoff range. A second Wyckoff range with different labels. You see them here. These ones are black from the upper range, and the second one is black. So the market is going in this range, up and down, up and down. And from my point of view, we see a range-bound market currently and potential of further falling, decreasing prices. I think in the 4 hour chart, from my point of view, it's bearish currently. We might jump lower, and if we go lower if we break this structure, we might go even lower and then go back. Okay. Of course, we can take some liquidity here. We need to see if the breakthrough is really like solid with volume candles. If yes, then we go and we reach the base target, and then we chop back to the range. So this is currently my point of view. It always depends on what are you expecting. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, we see also this Wyckoff range with trapped buyers here at the top. So when we analyze this chart and we see these buyers here from the all-time high, we had this active buyers, then sellers came, liquidated all their long positions. Okay, everybody liquidated their long positions, visible on the volume with huge selling pressure. So now the sellers are in control, and the buyers from the last time here in November the 13th, couldn't really push. Oh, sorry. There are the buyers. They couldn't really push. They couldn't really continue. They didn't make it to all-time highs. This was the failure. And now I think we chop below and we might reach the previous price levels of 3,900. And of course, first of all, 3,934 is previous lows and then below. Here is a lot of liquidity. So this is, from my point of view, the next move. Yes. We have some sellers here in control. Sellers in control. Only if we, because in the range is very difficult to trade. Okay, this is one of the most important things. When we see a Wyckoff range, we always need to know that the market is in range bound mode, and opening a trade in the middle of the range is not the proper area. Okay, because yeah, the market is undecisive here. If for whatever reason the market goes above this is not my preferred scenario. If the market goes above today's highs, then we reach this previous liquidity here at 4,250, because in the range, I don't know, the market can do anything. So from my point of view, it's not the right target, not the right place to open swing trades in gold, because we are in this range here, range bound mode. Yeah. Let's take a look at silver. We do the same analysis with silver, starting on the 4-hour chart. Here in silver, the situation is more bullish, because look at this. We had a previous high, 16th of October, with not a lot of buyers. And now they came in and they pushed the price to the upside. Aggressive buyers here at the top, making new all-time highs. And currently, I think we might get back in the buying opportunity. Today, we have some chop back. But I think overall, this market is still bullish. The trend is also to the upside. Maybe I'm wrong with my gold analysis, okay? Because silver looks really bullish. Silver looks super bullish to me. One of the most important things is I can do, or I like to trade and analyze the Nasdaq and the future markets in the US indices, because I trade them every day. It's like very intuitive and easy for me. But to be honest, I did a lot of gold and silver analysis and also trading in the past. And for me, gold and silver is very difficult to trade. Okay, because it's very choppy. From my point of view, gold and silver is one of the most choppiest market. So I'm not an expert. Risk disclaimer, I'm not an expert in gold and silver analysis. But we see that we have a lot of buyers here, and they will come back somewhere. Trend is to the upside on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. Yeah. Yeah. Sellers are trapped from my point of view. Sellers are trapped here. cannot move the market really, and now we need some more buyers, and then we push this market to the upside. Let's take a look at gold again. Sorry for this back and forth jumping, but let's take a look at my analysis on the 4-hour chart. Is gold really that bearish? Yes. Yes. For me, it looks bearish. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. So if you like, we can do some 15-minute scalping setup. Let's see if you want to do it. I don't know if how I can do it to share on my screens and so on. Copper spread was looking quite interesting as well. Oh yeah. Yes, very much, please. How many people are in? 7. 7 from 12 viewers. I would also appreciate a like. And I don't know how I can do it because usually I do this with more screens. And you can just see one. So, come on. Crypto fear and greed. So, let's see. So let's see. We do it on a practice account, so on a demo account, and use some prop firm. Let's see. La, la, la. Okay. Oh, we missed a nice short, but it's okay. We have here the 1-minute chart on the left, and on the right we see the 10-second chart. And actually, which one you want to see? I don't know. So from my point of view, this market is still in a bearish mode, chopping lower. So we can use some scalping method. So for example, I don't know which chart you like to see. This is the top step chart. Now I'm missing the move. This is always this thing about talking and trading. Okay, talking and trading. So, talking and trading. So market might move here lower to this liquidity. We have a lot of inducement at the top at 700. So the market is not really much in a trend mode anymore. It's still short, short on the 1 minute chart, short on the 10-second chart, short on the 3-minute chart. So we should find correction entries. And now my entry was a little bit bad. We'll see. We trade one contract in the NASDAQ. And we scale in up to 3 contracts. It's really, really choppy. Not the best time. But we use small targets. And now I want the market to continue. Yeah, it's a choppy market. Actually, I do this type of trading every day nearly after the US stock market opening. And this is totally a different market state, totally different market behavior than now. Because now it's like the market is, not moving at all that much. And we will see a continuation here to the upside. So you see that I decreased my target. Want to get out of this thing. Actually, it's not. It was a little bit too quick, right? I had a very, very good session today after the opening because it went straight. First a little bit bearish, then straight bullish with a lot of volume. And here we also see it's a little bit bearish with no movement anymore. Where are we? We are right at point of control. Yes, so we are right at point of control. That's why the market is really choppy. And you see that, okay, we earn $37 now on a practice account. And let's do a quick little bit analysis, because we are at the worst point of time. Market is at this point of control here and will chop up and down, up and down, up and down constantly. So if we want to trade this chop, we need to find good entries, and good entries are at the extremes. Let's cancel all the orders here. Yes, are at the extremes. Extremes, and then back to point of control. This might be an idea. Point of control is at 24,371. And we want to trade in trend direction or in the direction of the move. So now the move is to the upside. On the 10-second chart, we have the move to the upside. Looks like we get the liquidity at the top, 704. And then we can think of some selling at this level. Okay, nice. There we go. Talking and trading is always a difficult thing. Okay. We open a short position here. From my point of view, this is the extreme. We might get a little bit higher. And we scale in one more. And we trade to point of control. Point of control is at 671. I have the target at 675, 674. Okay. Okay. Slowly, I'm building up. $200. Okay, now we move. So this is a lot. A lot of practice. Okay. A lot of practice. Do like 1-2 years of practice in the scalping method, and then you will find your way how you can do it. Don't follow what I do. Okay. Please. Even though it will be success, it might be successful. I don't know. Currently it is. It's a really choppy market. So it's the worst. You can see this. This is 100 tick chart, and we have the range. So we should think about short trades at the top. We are at the top right now, right? Okay, I missed this move. Let's see if you have any questions. I didn't TradingView if possible. Scalping is always good. Yes, we can also use flip around. Then you don't see my entries and how position management. We can also use the TradingView. No problem. Like this. Okay. So okay, we are at the upper part of the range. And we can sell this thing. Going back to the range. Well, not yet. Very slow market now. Range bound market. No trend at all. Okay, stop to break even, and we'll see if it goes down again. Yes, nice. So this was the other trade. Here, entry, exit there. A little bit above break even. It's $566 profit. 466, sorry. $466 profit. It's a practice account. Okay, we just do some practice here. Okay, we can do the same again. Trend is decreasing. Maybe we get a breakout here at this level. So I want to wait a little bit because market is testing this level multiple times. Getting back to the Wyckoff range. We see the Wyckoff range here, and we can also go one level higher to 24,724. Wyckoff range. That's where we go. And then we have to think about our trading direction. Because you see also ADX indicators at the bottom. And ADX indicators on the 10-second chart, of course, pointing to the upside because we had this move. And on the 1-minute chart, which is the left one, we also have a bullish, now a bullish signal or a bullish move. But ADX is here in the below 20. The trend strength is below 20. So it's the question if this is a bullish or a bearish move, because it's a range bound market. Okay. There is the point of control, 672. 672. Okay. I want to sell here. Now it is very important if we have to get out and realize a losing trade, because if we see the breakout to the upside, we need to get out this selling position. Chopping back down. Okay, we do like last trade, stop to break even. Now it needs to go to my target. Okay, nice, $808 profit. I show you again here on this chart. We entered there, I entered there and got the target here. And yeah, this is what I was talking about, was this high tested 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and nice profit. So in this practice account, it was in this, how long was it? 15 minutes, 17 minutes. Okay, we started too fast. Actually, first thing, if you want to be successful in trading, especially in intraday scalping, do meditation before your trading session. Prepare everything the same. 20 minutes meditation. I always do breath working. I have my meditation music on. Today I haven't done anything. Like now I haven't done anything of this routine. And always keep your rhythm. Okay? And practice. Always practice start practicing on a demo account. Find your setup. Don't start with real money because you might need 1 year to be successful in this kind of scalping method. But yes, it's once you mastered it, it's very successful. You see it's going down again. It reached point of control, goes to the bottom of the range. It's a choppy range, so you need to know how to trade these kind of things. Market always goes. If you know how to trade the smallest time frame, I wanted to show this one. If you know how to trade the smallest time frame, how to detect these ranges and the trends, you are becoming a master also in using this ability for your swing trading on the higher time frames, and for all other methods. I think that's it for today. Thank you very much. We can continue over and over again. It was very, very nice. I see that people are leaving. We have only 6 viewers here. And yes, Norbert is asking, looks like 10-second is necessary for scalping, isn't it? I love the 10-second chart. You can see it here. Also, now the colorful candles are coming on the 10-second chart. It's much earlier. Okay, so short is the move. I stopped trading, but if I would continue, yeah, trade short until the color goes. And of course, also what I really like, now today it doesn't work because we are in a range, use the inducement and supply levels, especially when the market is in trend mode on the 10-second chart. I really like the inducement and supply levels. If we have the market in the perfect state, I can show you more about these levels. I love the 10-second chart. From my point of view, TradingView, I think premium or professional, whatever it is, subscription is super nice. And yeah, thank you for your attention. So Black Week update on TradingView. Yes, Black Week update on TradingView. Yeah, use this. See you next week. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your questions. And I wish you good luck and successful trading. Always manage your risk. Okay, this is one of the most important things, even though I made now on this practice account within 15 minutes, $800. If you don't know what you're doing, you can easily lose $8,000 in 15 minutes, easily. Okay, thank you very much. We continue this, I think, at the end, 50 minutes live trading. I also want to do this for myself because I love to do it for myself on the US stock market opening, and I want to show this also to people how this is possible in a very, very short time frame. And I will use this Top Step practice account here to show you how this is possible. Thank you very much. Have a great evening and see you next week. Bye-bye.